You actually look good this episode. You kept on saying you were going to look like trash. You look really good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's hard to look bad.
I had a sweater on. It was too hot. It is too hot in Florida.
The humidity here isn't as bad today, but it's not great.
Oh my God, it's so humid. I'm dying.
It's not in Alani today.
What is it?
Unfortunately. It is the Amino Lean X Alex Earl.
Okay.
It's Alex Earl's drink, and I really shouldn't be drinking it at all, considering I had my Vyvanse this morning, and then I drank an Alani. Now, keep in mind, I drank 75% of an Alani, so if you don't finish it, like if you don't take all of the sips, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So that pretty much doesn't count. And then I did take pre-workout before I went to the gym this morning.
Very proud. Very proud. I wish I could be going to the gym.
Which is another 200 milligrams. And so I have anxiety because of the caffeine. And now here I am. But to me, this also doesn't count because it's half.
Same.
Well, this is 140.
I have anxiety today. Well, I don't know if it's anxiety. I just feel like my medication is not medicating.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. But, I mean, it's fine, though, because we don't have talking points this episode, but we do have...
stories.
Yeah, stories. You guys, this weekend, Samantha went to the Sports Illustrated opening event where she went to New York. She went back to Florida.
Yeah, it was their birthday party, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I
They're
attended...
60. They're old. They're a senior citizen. Or is that 65?
Sports Illustrated, is that old?
60. That was our 60th birthday.
Look, I attended one of the nights, and it was we had a lot of fun together.
Yeah, we did. We hadn't seen each other in so long.
This episode was supposed to be in person. We actually were supposed to film it the night of the party.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We did try,
We
so
did.
we'll throw a few of those clips in here.
When you're listening to what we're about to share with you, these are the two people that you should be picturing.
Yes, these are the two people. I have not looked back at the footage yet. I'm really scared to see what I look like, what I was saying. Why was the boom late for school? Why was the boom late for school, Samantha?
What's a boom?
Sam, I'm not going to play this. Just answer the question.
I don't know the answer. I'm stupid.
So then say you don't know. Admit it. It's okay to admit you don't know. It overswept. The boom, because it overswept. It didn't it overslept. No, it overswept. The boom. It was a really fun night, and I will say it was really good, like sobriety-wise for us, until the end of the night when
That's
it all
a hilarious sentence considering what they just watched. Let's just say drinks were on Tarte. Here's the thing, is it was set up where you went from one party to the next party to the next party, and the fact that all of what you're about to hear occurred from 10 p.m. till 3 a.m.
I got home at 5 a.m.
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
I tried to DoorDash dinner. It was breakfast menus. I really don't know how we got there. We'll take it step by step. So do you want to explain when you went to New York first?
Sure.
Because I know you said you had a few stories for me, which you haven't told me yet.
As you guys know, if you watched last week's episode, if you didn't, you're behind. Catch up. Well, we were actually behind in posting it, but that's besides the point. I found out right before we filmed that episode that I got invited to spend the weekend with Tarte because they were a sponsor for the Sports Illustrated swim, like new issue or whatever, for their parties, whatever. They were the beauty sponsor. It started in New York. That's where the first party was. And I didn't know what to expect. I don't know what you mean by like party. I'm picturing, the only things I have to go off of is Playlist Live and the Barbie premiere.
Yeah.
Those are the only times where I've really been in like areas like that, but I still was picturing influencers. Like I was going to be surrounded by influencers.
Right. And you were told about this less than 24 hours before you were supposed to be in New York.
Yeah, like less than 12. I wake up that morning. I pack my bags morning of in Samantha Joe fashion. And I go to the airport. I get on the plane. I land. There's a car waiting for me to go to the hotel. I get to the hotel. I check in. I go up to my room. Let's just start there. If you guys don't know anything about Tarte, they know how to spoil people. It's an amount of money that I don't know how to comprehend, to be quite fair. But some of the things that were in this room were like, there was a bag, there were sunglasses, like so much makeup, a drone. Like,
we have to get content with that drone.
I mean, we'll get content of me flying the drone into the wall, but because it goes opposite directions. I tried to fly it in my hotel room. It didn't go very well.
What if you fly it while you're laying upside down?
But would that change the way the remote works?
No. Okay, if you hold the remote upside down.
Yeah, if I hold the remote upside.
Or like facing away from you.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well,
I got there and I thought I was going to have like a lot of time to just relax. You know, when you get to your hotel room, it's like, oh, I've been traveling all day. Take a nap. No, I had 30 minutes to shower and be upstairs. This is a privilege, to be upstairs for glam. I don't get my glam done very often. In fact, like ever. We had it done by Eros for the Barbie premiere and the Taylor Swift concert, and he did amazing. But I was just scared. But it went fantastic. They were so sweet. I got my makeup done, my hair done. Nothing
you looked
like
iconic.
crazy. Thanks.
Instagram pictures.
Yeah, I did feel good this first night. And so we then all got ready. And
who's all?
Like, there was only like 8 of us, I think. The
Tarte girls.
Or 9. Yeah. And then like the Tarte like employees too, like that would like keep us safe and walk with us. And
so essentially this was like a tripping with Tarte. Tarte trip.
I mean, it had the little like Tarte loves Samantha Joe on the mirror.
Cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
I love Tarte.
I just was not. I've talked about how I've been a little depressed. So like I had to like tell myself, no, you can't say no. You have to say yes to going. And so, but I just wasn't in a social mood.
Right.
Just keep that in mind. But Taylor Swift says, fake it till you make it. And I did. So once we were ready, they walked us. Well, first of all, can you, well, you already know. I hadn't really had a meal yet, so I ordered room service, but I didn't have a lot of time for the room service, so I ordered a PB&J. I had like 15 minutes. I didn't know what else was going to come faster than a PB&J. And then in my head, I said, well, you simply can't fuck up a PB&J.
Oh, did they try to make it too fancy? I can't.
Like toasted, the jam. I don't even know how to explain what the jam
There's probably
tasted
rosemary somewhere.
Yeah, the peanut butter did not taste like peanut butter. It was like sweet. It was just, I wanted an Uncrustable.
Yum.
That's exactly what I wanted. But it came with French fries, and those were some of the best French fries that I have ever had in my life.
Hold on.
Yeah, PB&J and French fries.
It came with French fries, or you ordered French fries separately?
No, it came with French fries. Yeah. I mean, I would have ordered them separate. Don't get me wrong.
But, okay. Interesting combo.
It came with French fries. And it was on the kids menu, which that makes sense. But it wasn't a kid-sized PB&J. It was like a girthy PB&J.
Okay.
Anyways, so I took a few bites of that, shoved is the wrong word. Shoveled is a better one. All of the French fries down my throat, and we went down to the party, and we were in Times Square, which my room had a view of the hot dog.
The hot dog that we talked about.
Confetti out of the tip.
We manifested a gigantic wiener in your life.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I had one before, but this is 2. So we were in Times Square. And the event was at the Hard Rock, but it was just a hotel. It's not a casino in Times Square. And so we go, and there's a red carpet, but you have to be a celebrity to go on the red carpet until they're all done, and then you can go on. So we did get to go on, but it wasn't until the end of the night. Everybody was there. And I'm not talking influencers, though. See, I was still thinking, okay, big influencer party.
I kind of wish it was influencers at this point.
Me too, yeah. But I knew that the models would be there, obviously, the Sports Illustrated models. But I didn't know that it was going to be all celebrities.
You sent me a picture of you next to John Legend.
Yes, and Chrissy Teigen.
And which I think she's one of like This Issue's like cover people. So
probably.
But
they also kicked, there's tea.
Why?
They had like these little booths kind of set up where you could do different like picture opportunities or video opportunities.
Right.
And there was one where you could like draw on this whiteboard and it was clear and see-through, and it took a video of you from like the other side. So I did one of like the Disney Channel logo.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was this other one where it had like lights behind you. It was this, I don't know what you got from it because I didn't even attempt. The line was so long. Because it's John Legend and Chrissy Teigen, they don't have to wait in lines.
Oh, yeah.
So they very much shoved to the front.
Like shoved to the front?
Kicked the girls out that were in there, like taking pictures, who had waited like 30 or 45 minutes. They like got removed and didn't get to take their pictures anymore.
Like in a mean way? Or like disrespectful?
And in an entitled, I'm better than you move type of way. And I didn't get that on video, but I have the video of them like in there. And I wondered, I was like, how did they get to the front of the line so fast? But I guess like safety, you know what I mean? They got to be safe. Even though everybody else in there is also celebrities. It's not open to the public. Like the public could not go in this party. Like I couldn't even have a +1. Upon looking back at the video, because I couldn't actually see them. I'm 5'1". I had my phone up like this.
Yeah,
and I
okay.
was like shoving to the front to get this video. I'm like, excuse me.
Like 2 days ago, I saw on all of like the media outlets on Twitter and like Instagram and stuff, a video of John Legend and Chrissy Teigen going viral of them kicking people out of a booth. And so I look and it's literally your video, but like,
oh, yeah, a different version of it.
yeah, because you only sent your video to me, but it's from the same angle. Like the person must have been right next to you, and it was going viral.
Oh, yeah, I got to the front. I was pushing. I was shoving. I was pushing. When I watched that back, poor Chrissy girl was so fucked up. She was like falling into the wall. I'm like, oh no, celebrities get like us too, because we were that.
Well, we don't like fall like that. Like we're not falling over. I
do have a suspicious amount of bruises on my legs. So regardless, I wasn't expecting to be in a room with these people. I mean, we're talking Patrick Mahomes. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Logan Paul, is he considered an influencer or a celebrity?
I don't know. I think it depends on who you ask.
Because Jake Paul, I can see the argument of being a celebrity because he was a Disney Channel actor.
Okay, yeah.
On like the Aardvark and stuff. So I can see that argument, but to me, like, what has Logan Paul done outside of
Japan
being an influencer? Yeah.
I think that we're just in a time where it's transitioning from like what a celebrity is. Like everyone knows who like James Charles is. He's low-key a celebrity. Or like Emma Chamberlain is a celebrity, to me at least.
To me, the difference is celebrities don't share their life.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you're famous and you have to do nothing except your TV show, your movie, sing your songs, you know what I mean? You don't have to share a single detail about your life on a daily basis. You're just doing your work. Then that makes you a celebrity. For some reason, like in my head, that's the difference.
To me, it's like, well, I agree, number one. And also, it's like, maybe I'm completely wrong and completely out of touch with mainstream media, but I feel like if like Chrissy Teigen was like, oh, I'm having a meetup here, and like Tana was like, oh, I'm having a meetup here, I feel like Tana would shut down the city. And Chrissy Teigen would like have a nice line.
They had like a whole block full of people trying to see these celebrities.
Well, for John Legend, because I didn't say John Legend. He's iconic.
Well, Chrissy Teigen, isn't she like an icon on Twitter?
Well, okay, I guess forget that I said Chrissy Teigen because she is like a mega celebrity, but like, you know what I mean?
She posts a lot on social media, actually.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, she shared a lot of her life on Twitter and stuff.
People like say that she's like funny. I don't know.
But like, I guess like,
honest.
I'm just using Chrissy Teigen as like ex-celebrity, but she is like a mega celebrity. But like, I feel like just like your generic celebrity, I feel like they would not have as much of a show up as like these big influencers.
I simply spend every waking moment of my life thinking about Sabrina Carpenter.
I would love for her and Olivia to come out with the song together. I think it would be iconic. It would shut things down. But no one does that. No one who has beef like ever winds up coming out with like a song together. I think maybe some rappers do, but
yeah, but doesn't her beef go even just deeper than with Sabrina? Because now I totally broke this chair. It is making crunching sounds underneath my butt crack right now.
Shocker.
It's like
you buy cheap furniture, you get cheap results.
How much is the chair you're sitting on?
It's an ottoman. I don't even have a chair.
No,
really
but
sad.
The beef there goes with Olivia now that Sabrina's like bestie girls with Miss Taylor Swift, and that's who Taylor Swift is passing her torch down to eventually.
You think?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I feel like they don't compare, but okay.
Well, think about the difference in the ages.
I mean, music-wise.
What do you mean, though?
Like, to me, Taylor Swift is like a legend, icon. Obviously, she's our queen, our mother. The way she writes, performs, she's a legacy.
Yeah, I know.
Legend.
I'm saying right now she's taking Sabrina under her wing
and
to
then
make her the next Taylor Swift.
And then to me, like Sabrina is like a pop star.
Oh no, but she's just starting. This is her first song to like go viral right away is happening right now.
No, she had one a few months ago. What was it?
She's had songs go viral, but nothing that she's ever had has had the start that espresso has.
Okay. I mean, I would love to see. I love people's come-ups. I love it.
Oh, no, for sure.
I can't see her ever coming out with like a folklore.
Yes. Have you not heard all the covers that she's been doing? Like how her voice sounds with them?
No, but I know she does actually have a beautiful voice. So like, I would love to hear her sing a slower song.
You gotta look up Sabrina Carpenter, the Dancing Queen cover from the Eras tour.
I love that song.
No, you don't. It's so beautiful. It's crazy.
You know what it is? You want to know what it is? The
Sure.
way in like 2014, the way like Blank Space and like Out of the Woods and the way those songs made me feel, I have been chasing that high.
I mean, there's never gonna be another Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But I think like Tate McRae is the next Britney Spears.
I love Tate McRae.
Oh, me too. Oh, people say Benson Boone is like the guy who sings Bohemian Rhapsody. Like he's the next one of those. What is his name?
Queen or Prince? I get them both confused.
Queen.
Oh my God,
But-
Andrew got Queen and Prince confused? Yes, I do. Okay.
No, but what's his name though? That was the band.
Oh, Freddie Mercury.
Yes, they say that like when he performs, he gives Freddie Mercury vibes.
Maybe it's the mustache.
Does he have a mustache? Mm-hmm. Oh, that knocks him down a peg for me.
Yeah, I really don't like a mustache.
Me either. I'm not into it. It gives me the creepy heebie-jeebies.
He was really cute though, like when he started, or like before the mustache. I mean, he's still cute, but like I don't like a mustache.
Who else was at the party? I saw, oh my gosh, hilarious story. So, Christy Howard,
Okay.
she had saw this girl and she thought it was Miss USA.
Okay.
And so she said, I have a picture with her from a couple years ago before I got my tits done. I don't look good in the picture. I want to go ask her for another one. I want to ask her for a redo. And so she goes up and she asks this girl for a picture. They're talking, they're vibing on taking their pictures. They are just having their little moment. And she immediately, so after the girl walks away, she turns around and she goes, that was not Miss USA. Mind you, she was like saying all these things to her. And the girl was like agreeing.
Okay, so it wasn't Miss USA, but was it still the girl that she had taken the original picture with?
No, she had taken the original picture with Miss USA at the
Okay.
time. And she said, I was like, well, who is it then? And she said, Rita Ora.
It was Rita Ora?
So then I'm like, that was Rita Ora? Like, I thought I knew what Rita Ora looked like, and I just didn't think it was that. And she's like, no, yeah, that was Rita Ora. And I felt so stupid. She was like going off about it. And I'm like, you sure that was Rita Ora? Because I'm not sure that was Rita Ora. Gorgeous woman. But I don't think it was Rita Ora. And we never found out who it was until the last night we were there.
Like
so
with
we
me?
were in Miami at this point, yeah.
Okay.
I happened to, before you got there, I happened to like look on Instagram they had like a cover with a bunch of the legends, a bunch of the Sports Illustrated swim legends on the cover. And I was like, wait, Rita Ora is on the cover. She's one of the legends. And so I click on it and no, it's just like one of the most iconic Sports Illustrated models that has ever existed. And we're over here saying like, oh my gosh, we love you, Miss USA. We love you, Rita Ora.
And you're at her event.
Yes,
basically.
and we kept screaming like Rita Ora at her all night.
That's actually really funny. See, I like when you do stupid things without me, because then I'm like, I feel less bad. I feel like it's less like it's always my fault.
Well, there's more.
Oh, I need to hear the Tyra Banks story.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna get at. So
Okay.
the whole night, we found out that Tyra was there pretty early on, and I mean, I've heard some things about Miss Tyra Banks. But we all have.
I heard she's a bitch. That's what I heard, though. I'm not saying she's a bitch. I heard from other people's mouths that she's a bitch. We've all seen America's Next Top Model, where she made everyone change race and do the photo shoot. And then she was like, oh, well, like, you just you're not embodying a black woman. It's like, yeah, it's a white girl.
You had a photo shoot where we made you a different ethnicity. Sister, you look like a black girl. You like my cousin.
Feeling it.
How did that fly?
It was a different time.
A different time.
But like now looking back on it, it's like she made one girl like close her gap up because like
I remember that.
and then like 3 years later gaps were in and she made another girl shave her
The
teeth
London
down
look. No,
to
she
like
didn't.
give her a gap. Someone told me that recently that they remember that and I was like, what? Crazy. I remember her like always like shaving people's heads and then like they would do a photo shoot and being like, the shaved head just like doesn't suit you, as if it was like their decision. But like they were crying while she was like shaving their head.
See,
Crazy.
I was under the impression it was a Hell's Kitchen type of vibe. Like how Gordon Ramsay isn't actually an asshole, but he is on the show.
Yeah. No, he's a sweetheart.
But we found out early on that she was there because all of a sudden, so there was a red carpet outside, and then you walk in, and it was like down these massive stairs. There was like a bar and areas to dance and sit, and then there was another, like a floor that you could look down onto that had like a dance floor at the bottom, a stage, everything.
Okay.
And so we were upstairs for the most part. And we just like kind of stayed in our little area because we were pretty much the only influencers. We weren't the only influencers there, but we were, like, I knew like Rummy Bader was there. I think I saw Caroline, I don't know. But for the most part, it was celebrities, not influencers.
Danielle Carolyn. She's been around like forever.
A long time. Yeah. She's actually from Tampa. So all of a sudden, everybody where we were standing on the top area started flooding to, let's call it the mudroom, like the entryway to the everything.
The vestibule, if you will.
So everyone started to flood there. And we're like, why? Like, I wonder, who's there?
Emma Chamberlain.
It was Tyra.
Oh,
I would have
really?
been more excited for Emma Chamberlain, for
Me
sure.
too.
It was Tyra. And she's sitting there taking pictures with everybody. And I decided, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to not try and get a picture with Tyra Banks. So we wait, and she stops taking pictures when we're next. She said, I'm not taking pictures with you. So we didn't get to get a picture with her. They escorted her away down into the sea of abyss of a party downstairs somewhere. I accepted that I wasn't going to see Tyra again. I was like, it would have been cool. I did take a picture, and you could like see her in the background.
Yeah.
Not the
It looked
picture
like she
you
was
saw.
posing with you, though.
Not that picture. This is
Okay.
It's a different interaction. That picture you saw, we'll put it on the screen, is from when we were leaving. We were waiting for our Uber to pick us up to bring us to go get food. And all of a sudden, we are getting like grabbed and moved to the side, like pushed to the side by these security people. And I'm like, excuse you. And it was because Tyra was coming through. But she stopped right behind us to wait for like her car to finish pulling up or something. And I was with Christy.
Christy cracks me up.
No, same. But so we're sitting there and she's like, I'm doing it. I said, okay, me too. So I pull out my phone and she's already recording. So I have the video.
Tyra, I'd let you bully me. I would let you bully me. Oh, no, I'm just saying you're so perfect that I would let you. No, like, is that the thing? Because you know wrong now. I'm just saying, no.
Please watch her face intensely. And then I will give you all of the context you need.
Wait, it kind of seems like she was engaged.
Oh, no, she was. Oh, she was engaged in the conversation.
Yeah.
So Chrissy looks at Tyra Banks and says, mind you, I knew the camera was out. I didn't know what was going to come out.
Okay.
Or maybe she told me before. Maybe she warned me before. I don't remember. But she said, Tyra, I would let you bully me. And Tyra's face is like,
Watching it on here, it definitely seems a little more like she thinks you guys are weirdos.
that's not the weirdest part. So what Chrissy was trying to say is like, you're Tyra Banks, you're an icon, you can do anything, and you're like, I would let you do anything to me.
I think everyone knows, like, I let her punch me in the face. I'd let her hit me with the car, and I'd say thank you.
Yes.
Like,
that's what Christy was trying to get across, and so her publicist was standing right next to Tyra, and her publicist
face.
looked terrified. And I was trying to then like repeat everything she was saying because it was longer than what is on video.
you were trying to be like the mediator, but
Yes, I was trying to then explain what she was trying to say because I repeated the first thing she said. I was like, yeah, you could bully me. But then I realized that no one was getting it, and then I started looking and speaking to the publicist and like being like, no, she means like she's an icon. She can do anything and get away with it. And like she could like we would let her like run us over with her car. Like,
So can
I
we
was
title
trying.
this? Can we title this Tyra Banks bullied us and then have that as the thumbnail?
Yeah. The fear that I saw on her publicist's eyes and face when I said the sentence to Tyra. At this point, I was looking at Tyra. I was like, no, you're an icon. Like, you can do anything and get away with it. Her publicist reached out and grabbed my arm. I mean, like, imagine, like, a fearful, like, don't tell her she can do anything. She's like, don't tell her she can do anything she wants and get away with it. Like, don't tell her that.
Okay.
Like, she was scared for her life. Like, oh my God, she's about to say, she's like, how am I going to clean up the mess? Like, she now thinks that she can do whatever she wants and get away with it. Like, she wasn't going to get the joke because her publicist was younger.
You're right.
But her publicist, like, facing the pictures that we had. I would hate to be Tyra Banks' publicist, apparently. She was so scared.
Tyra Banks gives me the same energy as J-Lo.
I cannot believe I'm about to say this. I'm not meaning it in a mean way. She was beautiful, perfect, but she was a little like uncanny valley.
Samantha, you bully Tyra Banks.
Like nothing on her moved. That's what I mean by that. Like when she smiles, like everything stayed put.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. If you have ever wondered what Tyra Banks looks like, it's exactly what you think. She was also in Miami.
Yes, I saw her. And I when I get tipsy, I do this thing where like I really just want to set myself aside, like from everyone else. So I really wanted to tell her I love her work in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when she was like 17.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
She was just like a role on a show. Like she was like the guy's girlfriend or Will Smith's like girlfriend or
Will
friend.
Smith.
Yeah. You know Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I'm not going to let you sit here and say you
I know who Will
don't.
Smith is. Maybe if I saw a picture, I would know what it is. Let me look it up. You're sitting here being like, how do you not know what that is? This looks like it's from the 80s.
It might be. Yeah, but everyone knows Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And then it was on Nick at Night, like all, like.
I don't know that I had Nick at Night.
And now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And
I've
I'd like to
seen the
take a minute,
TikTok
just
trend
sit
of
right
that.
there. TikTok? Okay. All right. You know what? I'm not going to hold it against you. Sure. Anyway.
I mean, that's just probably a little bit like older. Like people always talk about like That's So Raven. That was even before I started watching TV.
Really?
Yeah, that was like the first Disney Channel shows that I remember watching and like watching them is Wizards of Waverly Place and Hannah Montana.
That was like 2009.
Yeah.
Sam, okay.
I watched movies on like VHSs before that.
You want to be 16 so bad.
I'm not 16.
Okay. How did you just start watching Disney Channel in 2009? You were like 13. 12.
Okay. That's the shows that I watched the Disney Channel movies before that.
Okay. You know what? I should not be getting upset by this.
People don't know who Hannah Montana is anymore.
That's wild.
No, yeah, like that's I look old saying I listen to
I'm not
going
going to hold it against you. I'm going to be nice.
But that's really old. Like that screenshot I just showed you of that.
Yeah.
That looks like the 80s.
No, I didn't watch it when it was on. I watched it
Or
on Nick at
maybe
Night.
90s.
I watched it on Nick at Night in like the 20.
But I didn't know he was
2000s.
that old.
Will Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, my point is I wanted to go up to Tyra Banks and tell her that I loved her work in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Sorry.
Cut that. I wanted to go up to Tyra Banks and tell her that I loved her work in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And honestly, she probably doesn't even remember she was in that.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't know that she remembers much.
But what I'm going
does
to
that
say?
mean,
Oh,
Samantha?
I loved when you like bullied the whole entire
Yes.
nation. Or like, thank you for
That's
making
what
me
she's
starve myself
iconic
in
for.
2016.
Oh, did she inspire you to do that?
I swear on my life right now, Samantha, me and the twins, we watched, we went on like a whole binge of watching America's Next Top Model. And then I, trigger warning, starved myself. That's when I literally ate like celery when I would go out to eat. And I lost 80 pounds in like 4 months. But then halfway through I started working out and I got like muscular and I started eating. But thank you, Tyra.
Wait, that's like a personal thing you guys have then.
Yeah. Trauma bond.
Aw.
I love her.
Literally. Trauma bond. I don't know that much else occurred in New York other than the fact that they had this guy perform and apparently he was important.
You're annoying. This is already gonna annoy me because I know it was probably like Eminem or something.
No, okay, I know who M&Ms are.
You know what?
Ja Rule.
You don't know who Ja Rule is?
No. See, and there was this girl there, and she was like, "What do you mean?" Because I had said, or she's like, "Oh my gosh, like, did you see that it is like that's Ja Rule?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know who it is, but I'll take my camera out and start recording." And so I did. And then she goes, wait, you don't know who Ja Rule is? And I said, no, who is he? And she's like one of like the biggest rappers.
Did you say, yeah, I don't even know who Jay-Z is?
Well, I said, oh, I thought the biggest rapper was Kanye. And I mean, I don't know. And
No, he's big. Just fuck Kanye.
yeah, go Taylor Swift. Fuck Kanye.
Not even. Yeah, I just hate him in general, but also for that.
Well, same. And his like he got like the Wish version of Kim Kardashian on his hip right now.
Well, we're not going to bring the girl down here. We're going to focus on Kanye, and he sucks.
Well, but I think I've heard some iffy things about her.
Yeah, I mean, if she's dating Kanye, she's a loser too. But like, I just hate Kanye.
So, what was I saying? I'm sorry.
Ja Rule. Sidetracked.
I love that you give in. One day I can see it now. You know how at the Cancel Tour they had all the cute little compilations of little clips from the podcast and like clips from things that they did?
Yeah.
It's just going to be a big compilation of us saying
Wait,
that.
that's how our tour is going to start. We're going to have the audience go chugga 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 chugga, and then we're going to pop up like Taylor Swift. We're going to pop up.
We come out of trained confetti cannons on the side of the wall that shoots us out.
Oh my God, and we landed in net.
Or in the chair.
It's a little of an abrupt landing, but I'm down.
I was like, is he actually like a big rapper? So I texted the one person that I know listens to every rapper that's ever existed and every song that's ever existed, Gerald.
Right.
And I sent him the video with like pretty much no context whatsoever. And his response was essentially, what the fuck, Samantha, have I taught you nothing?
Yeah.
Like Kanye, because he was like really disappointed that I said Kanye was the best rapper. Or that I thought he was like the biggest, bestest rapper. Not saying I like him. He performed like all night long and everybody was like jamming to his songs. Didn't know a single one.
Didn't you say Fat Joe also performed?
I didn't get up and do karaoke.
Wait, that's funny. You are Joe.
And you were just afraid because you were mean about the bangs.
No, your bangs sucked, and I don't care. People can say I was mean. People can drag me all they want on the reel that was posted. That people are like, oh my God, he seems so unhappy. Oh my God, he looking like that. He's saying that about her. Yeah, I am, because her bangs were fugly. And I even said, no, you could pull off bangs in another world, but those were fugly. And the picture you were like this.
Okay, can we talk about that for a second? So that was something I wasn't expecting on this trip. Like Bora Bora was fantastic, and this trip was fantastic. Okay. Mm-hmm. Love Tarte. Their team is honestly the sweetest. And like Andrew, we spent time with them when we did our thing in Tampa, but you even got to see like how sweet is Lauren. Like they're just
we didn't even get to our night together yet. Like I have a lot to say about them.
But we love them. So this trip was great, but this was the first time I was really around. Like I've always said there's a difference between influencers and creators. Like when I don't make content because I think like when I post something, people are going to be like, oh, she's pretty. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like I have to smile in a picture, but people are getting on these red carpets and they're like,
yeah.
I look like I'm taking a shit when I do that. I don't know how people, like, there was just one girl there. Oh my gosh, she's the most beautiful. Her name is Alessia.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know that you got really truly introduced to her. She is, first of all, so sweet. Love her. If you have ever wondered if she's a good person, she is. She was so sweet and so kind. But she just, all of a sudden, there's a camera and she's like, unreal. She's 19 years old and already is like the prettiest person I've ever seen in the world.
You know, she was so pretty.
Yeah.
And she's like different looking too.
Yes. And it's just like, I don't know how everybody looks so good doing that. And so when there would be a red carpet, they would all go out there and do that. And they're slaying these different poses. And then I'm like, I look stupid when I pose like that. And I don't know if it's just a confidence thing or like I genuinely look stupid. And I don't know. I'm a smiley person. Even when I get done getting my hair done and they want like you to like, I don't know how to do that. I look weird.
And
so
this is going to sound so cheesy, but like, it's so true. You got on that red carpet by acting like yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying girls deserve to be.
No, I know, but no, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying so act like yourself on the carpet. Like I spit on the microphone. Be yourself on the smile. Do whatever you want on the carpet. These girls got on the carpet by going on Instagram and. You know, so, and that's why they're there. So they should do that too. That's how they're the most comfortable.
Yeah.
You got there by being yourself. And I think you should be comfortable and act. If you want to make a funny face on the carpet, make a funny face. No one says you can't.
Yeah. It was just a different environment that I haven't fully been immersed in yet. Even though like I felt really good and like we looked gorgeous, we looked stunning. Mentally, I've been having to like process it, like how it made me feel. And like everyone was so perfect. Like gorgeous, Gorgina, and not that I'm not. It was just I don't care if I miss out on an Instagram picture. I feel like creators have more like organic moments where even though I'm putting up my phone, I film for 2 hours, 3 hours, and we cut down 5 minutes of it. You know what I mean? It's not, I'm re-walking up the stairs a million times to get like the perfect shot. It made me realize, well, at first I felt bad, like, okay, I don't film enough. Why am I not going out and getting all of these Instagram pictures? Or, like, I don't know, like, why is what I'm posting so not aesthetic? Like, everyone is so aesthetic. But then I just realized, like, we're just different. We post different things on the internet, and, like, that's okay. I just don't know how they have the energy to do that.
Yeah.
But
they can never do what you do.
But they redo it like over and over again, like the perfect like aesthetic shot, and it just is such like a back way to like look at everything. It's like I already didn't trust anything that I see online, but now like the aesthetic stuff I don't trust either. I'm not talking about just like a regular Instagram picture. We all pose for Instagram pictures, but like these clips of like re-walking to the same place 19 times, like I'm like that. I would be so hypercritical of myself. If I was like, I would just film it the one time and go with it. Like, whatever I look like is what I look like.
Yeah.
Like I already am critical of myself, so I don't know how those like people that make that type of content are able to do that and not just shit on themselves 24/7. It's crazy.
Well,
I mean, they
do.
look perfect though.
I mean,
they definitely.
But the reason why, like, you're a lot more confident than most of these people. Not to hate on them, but like the reason why they have to look perfect is because they don't have the confidence to post themselves the way they normally look.
Yeah, see, but I saw them when they rolled out of bed. I saw them going into the glam room.
And they look great, but that doesn't mean they're confident.
No, for sure. And I'm not saying any type of the content is wrong. It was just so different than what I'm used to. Like, we always tend to gravitate towards like the personalities.
The Christy Howards of it all.
Yes, the Christy Howards. Like, that's just who we end up like being like surrounded by, and who we just like, I think, find it easier just to like mess around with and have more fun with, versus like mind you, they probably have very great personalities, but they just don't show it as much online. It didn't bother me. It just made me, I was feeling bad about myself, essentially, and like wondering if I was doing something wrong or whatever. And I wasn't expecting that to be like a feeling that I had, because Bora Bora was more spread out. There was activities to go do.
I feel like more intimate too with the girls. Like, you were able to like really be more like friends. This was like event.
Yes. Like, yeah. It was just fast. Like, we had this to go do, this to go do. And it was just a different type. Like, those were all influencers in Bora, versus other than the like 8-9 of us that were there with Tarte. For the most part, it was like Daisy Kent was there, like people from The Bachelor, just like other celebrities, other models. It turns out we didn't think that Andrew was going to be able to come. We're going to try and bring this full circle for you guys. We didn't think that Andrew was going to be able to come to any of the events, but we still planned on filming the podcast while I was there. Turns out Andrew was able to come to the party the last night. There was a dinner, then there was an after party. This is what happened.
The storybook opens. So I got the invite from Samantha that day around like 1, and immediately I was like, yes, of course, I'm gonna go. How do I dress? Sam was trying to help me. I was gonna get a haircut, gonna get my eyebrows done, because
I even went on Pinterest and sent him inspo.
She did. This is like the Sports Illustrated event. Like, obviously I need to look like decent. I think because like I am like someone who fluctuates in weight a lot. I get really puffy on certain days. I'm hairy, so like my hair grows really quick. I need to shave. Like on a good day and a bad day, I look severely different.
I feel like that's you judging yourself too, though.
It turns out, to make a long story short, I wasn't able to get a haircut, couldn't get my eyebrows done. I told Sam, I was like, listen, I don't think I'm gonna come. Like I don't see it as part of my journey. I don't think it's gonna work out because I also had to go.
If you didn't?
I also had to go to the mall because I had nothing to wear. Right?
No shoes.
Nothing. Again, to speed it up a bit, I wound up going through my closet and Sam was on FaceTime with me. I threw something together from my closet.
It worked.
We'll insert a picture here. I think I pulled it together at least enough for the event, right?
You did. You really pulled. You slayed. Boots slayed the house down.
Zach brings me to the event. I get out. We go up to your room. You finish getting ready. And then it was time to go down to the dinner. And there was a dinner, and then we were going to go on over to the party.
I had food poisoning the night before from this Thanksgiving dinner that I had ordered from room service. Why I thought that was a good idea, I'm not sure, but it was quite literally called Thanksgiving dinner.
That is so on you. Like, it's irresponsible. Like, you're invited by Tarte to go to this event, and you ordered Thanksgiving dinner from room service, and then you're like shocked that you have diarrhea.
I heard, no, I was puking. I got an IV the next morning. Maureen made me, and it was fantastic. So if you've ever wondered if those little IV things can bring you back to life, they can. But I hadn't ate yet because I was afraid to order room service all day. So I knew that there was a food court down in the casino, and me and Andrew had some time to kill. So I was like, okay, we're going to go down there and eat something in there. And of course, we settled on chicken tenders and french fries. Because when are we not eating chicken tenders and french fries?
I gotta say, that was a very nice dinner, I guess. As much as like we were in the middle of a food court eating chicken fingers and fries, we had such a good talk.
Yeah, we did. And it was a good little moment.
And we were catching up on everything because we haven't seen each other in like a month. And it was a lot of fun. The whole night I had a lot of fun with you. I think we had a lot of fun together.
No, it was fantastic.
Guys, because me and Sam have the podcast together, I edit for her. Like, we work together. We're together a lot, but it's not very often that we are able to just like have fun together. Like I mean, our jobs are fun, but you know what I mean? Like, just like put work aside for a second and just like have fun.
Just be friends.
Yeah. It was really fun.
And we honestly got to, because we had people taking care of us all night. We stuffed our faces because we knew that we were going to be drinking. And if there's one thing that's not good, it's us, because we're already lightweights. Mm-hmm. And like on an empty stomach wouldn't be great. So we ate, and then we went over to where like they were having their like actual dinner, like the fancy dinner.
I walk in, and the first person I see is RuPaul.
What?
Yes, it wound up being Tyra, but no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That was like me the first night. I was pointing at this, overweight bald man screaming, DJ Khaled.
Was it DJ Khaled?
No.
Samantha.
And any old woman I saw with a bob, I was screaming, Anna Wintour.
Okay, well, it could have been. I mean, Anna Wintour could have been there.
We went in there. It was like hot, and there were so many people stuffed into this room. So many people. But imagine like a fancy hors d'oeuvre type of party. But everyone was just like talking and chatting. Can
I say something? Can I expose people for a second? Red carpets are funny.
Yeah, they are.
Because this event had a little red carpet. Emphasis on little. Basically, you guys, a lot of the red carpet pictures you see are like genuinely, I swear to you, like a 6 to 10 foot carpet with the backdrop. And you just take the picture close enough where you cut off the edges and it looks like it's a long carpet. But in reality, it's a backdrop with a kitchen runner, a red kitchen runner in front of it.
Yes.
Like, it's not what you think it is. And no one is around. Nobody is around.
Oh, well, that's because of when we got there.
Yeah.
There was like an hour line, I guess, before.
But like, that's all it is.
When the celebrities were walking in. But like, by the time you get to go on it, nobody gives a fuck. Like, there's no person taking pictures anymore. It's you on your iPhone. But like, I'm just like, I always thought it was like this long ass thing. No, it's like, it can fit maybe 2 people. Oh, and yeah. Like, you couldn't take pictures at the same time as the person on the other end, for sure.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
otherwise they would be in it.
when you go to a Sweet 16 and they have like a little photo opportunity booth, like that's what this red carpet was.
Yes.
It's so
like your
funny.
backdrop when you're taking your pictures with Santa. Was the dinner even that exciting? I feel like the real show started after.
No, okay. Well, I had things to say about the dinner.
Okay, go for it.
It's nice things. So
Good.
we got there and immediately Maureen was there, like
Oh, she's the
welcoming with open arms. She looked absolutely stunning, beautiful, skinny legend.
know.
Like, okay, so obviously like being your best friend for years, and like we started at the same size, and then like obviously like you blew up bigger.
Like my pant size got real big.
Yeah, you just gained so much weight, just huge. No, but you obviously blew up, like you got way bigger, and it's just sometimes, I mean, I don't care, you know, I'm always like telling people how many followers you have and stuff, whatever, but sometimes people just like only want to talk to you. I appreciate so much with Tarte and Maureen and Lauren. They make me feel like I am just as included as you, and then even like from the second I got there and they were introducing you to people, they were introducing you as having a podcast with me.
Yep.
Which is just like the nicest thing.
Baby.
Oh, my dogs just got groomed.
So handsome.
Oh, come here,
Can
boys.
we get a zoom in on those boys?
Come
hello.
Come here.
Sorry, audio listeners, you're missing out. Oh my gosh, stop.
From the point that I got there, like she started introducing you as like having a podcast with me, which like, I know it sounds so stupid, but it means so much. Like that is so nice because I even like felt uncomfortable when she was doing it, which like keep doing it, Maureen, love you. But
I know, keep telling people.
She would say it and then I would be like, but wait, but above all, like Sam is a massive TikToker.
Yeah, I think
like,
I kind of stopped also introducing you as my friend or talking about you as my friend. Well, you are my friend, but like for some reason, that's like my go-to now is like, he's like we have a podcast together.
Well,
Instead of
believe it or
just
not,
saying my friend.
it helps
you know?
so much, like with people's like how they like place me in there, like, you know what I mean?
Everything was chill. Like, if we're talking like the levels, you're wondering, we weren't the people in the clips yet. Though we had one drink at this point, one singular drink.
Tyra did walk right by me at this party. She was standing right next to us for a hot minute.
What did she smell like?
I didn't sniff her, but probably great.
Tears of all of those who came before.
Yeah, literally. Okay, then it was time to go to the party.
Yeah. I had no idea what that was going to be because I had heard the night before was pretty lame. And this one was at like the nightclub that was in the Hard Rock. And I was like, what is that? I was hoping that it would be inside.
I thought that the dinner was the party. And then you were like, no, there's like a...
No, this is like the pregame.
Yeah, so we wound up going and it was basically a huge nightclub with like not that many people because obviously the people like... It was an event, so like it was just like a select amount of people at the event, not the amount of people that would normally be at the club. So we walked in and it looked pretty empty at first and I was like, ooh, but then I remembered like, oh, it's a private event.
There was maybe, by the time we got to the end of the night when there was a secret performer at the end of the night and when they were performing, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I think there was only at most, this is me saying like the most people that were there was 50. But yeah, there wasn't a lot of people, so I wasn't very confident. Like, I was so sure we were going to get in there, have one drink, and leave. Because, by the way, in there, no, it was outside. And if you could have felt how hot, humid, and sticky it was in Florida the past weekend. Miserable.
Okay, well, it was a record high for South Florida, and the real feel was 114 degrees that day. And it was disgusting. I was actually supposed to go to get like makeup, like because you got your makeup done and stuff.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get it done, but I wound up running a little late, and I didn't. Thank God, because it would have all been on my clothes. It would have been melted off.
I had a napkin with me all night.
So, I don't know. I mean, there's not much to say because we were pretty good for a while. Like, we were just drinking, acting normal, like drunk, funny, whatever. I met a celebrity hairstylist who lives here, and she's gonna cut my hair. Someone came by, and they were like, we got a little secret. Apparently, Neo is supposed to perform in 15 minutes. And we were like...
Can you guess what I said?
She said, who's Neo? And do you know how much... Okay, so I put on my story... Okay, spoiler alert, he wound up performing, but we're not there yet.
But like a long time after that.
Yeah, okay, so I put on my story when he was performing, like Neo's performing, N-E-O, because I was drunk, whatever. Like, I cannot tell you the amount of replies. Like, Andrew, did you seriously spell Neo like that? Blah, blah, blah.
Wait, how do you spell it?
N-E-Y-O. I got so many people dragging me. Like, I never said...
I spelt it Neo.
Okay, I never said I was Neo's biggest fan. I literally just said he was performing. Sorry.
I did know who he was.
Do you remember why we couldn't find him to tag him in our stories?
No.
Yeah, we kept on trying to like tag him in our Instagram stories and we could not find his @ and we were like, oh, maybe he doesn't have Instagram. It's because we were missing a whole ass letter. So we were waiting like 15 minutes and I think that's where it all went wrong because we were like, okay, we have 15 minutes to drink, not keeping track of time because when Neil came on, it was going to be 15 minutes. And we just kept on getting drinks and getting drinks.
Well, it was not
drinks.
15 minutes. It was maybe 2 hours.
It was maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, it was 2 hours. And in that time, we didn't leave one little area somehow. It's
bar.
crazy how the second, the bar. One of the bars. The second you start drinking, time isn't real anymore. And how does it go so fast? Like, where does it go?
We talked about this in the last episode or the one before that, where like you get fixated on like someone that you're talking to and you wind up talking for like 2 hours. We did that, but separately.
With multiple people.
I was with the hairstylist.
The whole time?
Yes. And then somehow 2 hours passed and all of a sudden.
We hear Neo.
Yep. Neo came on. We rushed the dance floor.
We did. We rushed.
As if there was more than 20 people there. Like.
No, there were nobody. And I mean, half of them were girls that Neo was pulling up onto the stage. They were just like getting it.
And this is so unlike me. Or maybe it's like me before I got anxiety. But a circle formed around me and Sam.
Because we were just dropping it.
Of people, because we were dancing so hardcore. But the circle wasn't of people watching us. It was of them like annoyed and...
Are you sure?
Like looking out to not get punched by us because we were going so hard dancing to Neo.
So that's where the bruises came from.
Honestly, probably. Sam, we were going really hard. And like, I don't dance. I don't know how I was dancing. I do have some videos that I haven't been able to look at yet because... everything that we're able to insert, we're going to insert. Don't you worry. I'm more concerned about what happened after Nia. Wait, there is a video that I took of Christy because Christy was with us and she was dancing hardcore too. And there's like 2 like models or something in the background like completely judging her. And everyone was commenting on them in my story like, LOL, the girl's judging her in the back.
They just don't know how to have fun.
Very funny.
They wish they could get down like Christy.
But I think we're leading this up to the story. So after Neo got off... that was all embarrassing, guys. But it's...
Nothing is as bad as this.
It's so dwarfed by this embarrassment of a story. After Neo got off, we see a girl standing over at the bar who happens to be Ellie Duman. Mm-hmm.
She's she's her second year, I believe, being a swim model for them. Anyways.
She is? Mm-hmm. Wait, she's a swim model for them?
Yeah. She's a model. And an influencer.
I know she's a huge influencer. No, that makes it so much worse, what I said.
No, yeah, she was in sports, she's in it.
Sam, it's really embarrassing then.
What are you saying? I don't know what he all said because I didn't hear them conversate at all. I was talking to her because I watch her YouTube videos and stuff. Yeah, and
you were saying some unhinged things as well. So we'll get into that. First of all, so if you guys don't know who Ellie Duman is, basically when Emma Chamberlain was on her come up, like blowing up, she had a friends group. It was her, Hannah Maloche, and Ellie Duman. Ellie and Hannah are still like best friends. And Sam decided to tell her, Ellie was also drunk, thinking Ellie would like understand the bit and know who I am, understand my personality, understand our podcast, the dynamic here. She tells Ellie that I hate Hannah Maloche.
If you've been around since the beginning of Famous, you would get it. But if you haven't, he like accidentally said that he hates Hannah Maloche.
No, I didn't. You're not even... See, this is how she explained it to her. Like, the bit was in 2021, Sam used to watch Hannah Maloche and be really jealous of her friends group. Meanwhile, I was Sam's friend. So I was like, hello, like I'm right here. Like you have a friend right here. And the bit in the podcast was like, I hate Hannah Maloche for that reason. But I know she's the sweetest girl and prettiest girl. And I actually really like her.
That's how you know Ellie's a good friend, by her reaction though.
Yeah, and that's how you know you're a shitty friend because you told her that I hate Hannah. And she spent literally 15 minutes telling me like, no, Hannah's actually a really good person. Like she's an even better person than me. Like she's the sweetest girl on this planet. And I'm like, no, I know I don't actually hate her. And she's just like telling me that I shouldn't hate Hannah. Because
I was like, Well, but then she kept putting herself down, being like, I'm so like bad compared to Hannah. And I'm like, no, you guys are just like yin and yang, you know, like just different personalities that just come together so well. I was really trying to damage control.
Yeah, it was already so fucked up because the music was
really matter
loud.
because
she was drunk. We were drunk. You were just kept on saying, I hate Hannah Maloche. That's Sam's little bit. I mean, did you really do anything else?
I somehow think yours is worse.
It is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't say nothing else.
No, you guys were just talking, doing your thing, and I don't know. You must have like been talking to someone else like in between, because like then like I would get like her attention and you weren't there, and I would be talking to her. And at first I didn't realize it was her, like before the Hannah thing, and then I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, Ellie, because like I'm drunk. Like normally I don't do that with influencers or like people I meet, but I was like, oh my God, it's you. Hi, like because it was dark, whatever. And she was like, yeah, she was so sweet this whole time, by the way.
No, she is so sweet, yeah.
And you kept on telling her she's an icon. She's like, oh my God, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then I kept on saying like, no, like you, like I don't watch bitches like you. I don't watch bitches like you. You are an icon. Like I even know who you are. Like, and I don't watch bitches like you. It gets worse. So you kept on telling her like how you're obsessed with her. She's an icon. Like you were going off about it. And then I kept on, Sam, this is really bad. I kept on bringing her to the side. Like, come here. Like, and being like, no, Sam gets so many views. Like she's huge. Like she's a big deal. Like, and she was like this. She was going like this. Yeah. In a very sweet way. Like she wasn't being a bitch at all. She's just like, what do you say to that when you're a high-end model? And like, I'm like, she farts on camera. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I kept on, I was like, no, like go to her page. Like she gets so many views. Now at this point, we are at the point in the clips you saw. And then I think by far the most cringy thing is I brought up Emma Chamberlain. Not by name. Not by name.
But you surely didn't.
Not by
name.
name.
You didn't even allude to it.
No, I alluded. I was like, I first heard of you when you were in like that little trio, if you know what I mean. And she was like, yeah, like.
You brought up the Gerties.
Yeah. Well, I didn't, not by name, but I was like, you were in that little trio. And then, you know, like you guys separated. But that's when I felt like I've known you about you for years. Like you're truly an icon. And I was trying to say it in a nice way, but.
What was her reaction?
Just like, oh, she was so sweet. She was so sweet. And I just kept on telling her how many views you get and that you guys should collab.
Yeah, that's really bad.
You guys should collab like it's 2016. We ended the night by going to the casino. Sam just handed me a stack of money, said have fun. I went to play roulette and I was tapping the men next to me. I was tapping them on the shoulder being like, what are you betting on? Like looking at what they're betting on. I'm literally going to get my knees broken. Like,
well, that and then just like screaming at every single person in the casino that I have a shit ton of money and that I win it and
okay,
then I spend it like it's nothing.
Okay, that was you screaming that. And this is where I put my foot down.
No,
that was
me
you
saying
screaming.
that I win, but then you were like, we're just going off about like me being rich to random people.
Sam, you went up to every man at the roulette table and told them you piss money. Your exact words. Sam, your verbatim. You were like, I fucking piss money at the Yes, you did. So I'm putting my foot down.
No, see, you're making that up now because I have no memory of that. That's so
I
bad.
swear.
I would not say I piss money to men. They're going to kill me.
I swear on my life, you said it a lot.
All I remember is pressing a bunch of buttons.
Yeah, okay, that's another thing. I put $100 in, and you literally clicked every single. You were like, "How do you play?" And it was my. Well, I mean, it was her money she gave it to me, but I was. In theory, it was my money. She clicked all the buttons, and like I lost $100 in like one spin, and then that's when you were like, "I don't care, I piss money." And people were like, because like people saw you click, and they were like, "Oh my God!" Like, and you're like, "I piss money, I don't care." Yeah. And then we went and filmed the podcast. My lips are sweet. Are we filming? Is it recording visually, audibly? I mean, I cannot promise this video, this episode is going to be anything fathomable.
What does that mean?
Fathomable?
Andrew, when do we post anything of substance?
No, but this is going to be extra, extra, extra substantially ungood. So basically, guys, last episode we talked about how Sam was invited to the Sports Illustrated event in New York, and then she was going to fly on a private jet to Florida. Well,
private jet part was necessary to add.
that's iconic.
Okay, yeah.
The reason why we say this is because we still feel like, obviously when we watch influencers, it's like, oh yeah, they're flying on a private jet, like blah, blah, blah. But for us, it's still like, this is actually happening. Like, this is crazy. So that's why we say it. However, you guys, we are filming this in real time. We are at the Sports Illustrated event. It actually just,
We're at my hotel room.
it just ended. We're a little bit tipsy. And I do gotta say, we are some of the most,
Yoga class tomorrow morning. I'm skipping it.
wait, really?
Yeah, the last event is tomorrow at 11 a.m. We're supposed to get dressed and go to yoga. The best part, people are getting glam beforehand to go to yoga. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying that's not me.
So Tarte has a glam team.
Ready to go for if anybody wants to wake up extra early to get glam before going and doing yoga in the heat.
I'm kind of into it.
My bare foot's touching you.
Sam, that's actually disgusting. You're a dirty ass bitch, and I don't want your feet on me. Seriously, that looks disgusting. Looks like a tree stump. And I do need to expose you right now. There are trigger warning. Trigger warning. Click out right now if you don't want to hear it. Click out right now if you don't want to hear it. There are disgusting, blackened, dirty, bloody underwear from her period on the floor in front of us right now.
The underwear don't have anything on them. The pad does. When we landed yesterday and we got off the plane, we finally got to our rooms after driving for like an hour and a half. We get into the rooms. What's the first thing I do?
Eat.
I order room service. I had to convince them to put it on the room, first of all.
We cannot post this.
Usually when I order room service, it's a burger, it's chicken fingers. It's never Thanksgiving dinner. And that's what they had. And I also may have ordered an extra side of mashed potatoes and gravy.
What? Shocker.
And sorry, Tarte, this all got put on your card.
Yeah, but like when they invited you, they knew.
Also ordered a whole cheeseburger and fries. I ordered a cheesecake, and something in that bunch gave me the worst food poisoning to where I was vomiting and quite literally pissing out my asshole on all night.
Right. Can I say why I think you're entitled?
Can I say that you spent $200 of my money?
Yeah. Who should go first? I think that no matter, look, you have diarrhea. And Sam, this is a very common issue. You're invited by Tarte. Don't order Thanksgiving dinner. Be responsible. Seriously, be responsible. Do not order Thanksgiving dinner. Order, like, honestly, at best, a chicken finger. Something. Don't order. Stop. I'm not done. You always, every single time, have stomach issues. You order Thanksgiving dinner. You eat shit. You feel like shit. And then you don't go to the event that they want you at. It's like, be responsible.
Could you imagine?
But it all comes down to, why the fuck did you order that?
I mean, no, I agree. That was the biggest mistake I've ever made. So if you cannot tell, we had a very fun night at the food court in the casino. Neil
Oh my God,
sponsor.
boring. This is so boring, Sam. Let's talk about the influencers who were so fucked up they couldn't even walk.
You?
Me.
Do you want to tell them how you tumbled down the escalator? And then made the whole security team come get you as you were like, oh. You acted like you were so dramatic about it. You're like, oh, this is my opportunity to sue the Hard Rock.
No.
Where's our pizza?
Yeah, where is our pizza? I'm getting texts.
You're getting texts about it. If it says canceled, I'm going to die. We've been trying to order pizza all night and it keeps getting canceled.
402, it'll be here.
What time?
402.
I have a car at 9 a.m.
Bitch, it's 401 right now.
So this morning, so since I was sick last night, we covered that already. I went and got a IV. It went in my arm. They tried to get in my hand. Wasn't working. He said my vein was slippery.
You're what? Sam, actually the most repulsive thing I've ever heard.
There was an old lady in there.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you're ready for what I'm about to say. There's this old lady in there. No, I don't think anything has you prepared for what I'm about to say. Is having conversations about life with everybody. A normal little old lady. Please guess who this woman was.
Anna Wintour. No, stop. I'm still guessing. Queen Latifah. Okay, BB Rexa. Can you stop? Sam, that's actually disgusting.
Keep in mind, casual conversations about life, about everything. Like, having like inappropriate, like saying things that I wouldn't say in front of this person had we known who it was. Are you ready to hear it? Elon Musk's mom.
What? Bitch, you are not that important. Why were you there?
Elon Musk's mom was hanging out in the Tarte glam suite. Literally, it was no different than your grandma.
Give me... I promise you it was different than my grandma. I have such a bad thing to say.
You think Logan Paul's hot?
He is.
How do I know you so well?
You are a fucking loser. If this goes on Patreon and you clip it, you're a loser. So don't clip it. How about? Don't look at my ass when I turn around either.
No, honestly.
We cannot even post this on Patreon. We should go back downstairs. Can we go back downstairs?
To do what?
Gamble.
No, I spent my money and they keep denying me.
We could... No.
And also, my AirPod Maxes have disappeared.
You want to know what that reminds me of? Hold this. You have...
I have no headphones for tomorrow. I don't even have AirPods.
So sad for you. Wait, you have Reese's. Hold on.
What? You're broken down and tired.
And you became a Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, I had a lot more to say. I guess I'll tell my dramatic story next episode because, guys, tomorrow night I'm going to Sam's and we are filming in-person episodes. And then we're going to get back on that train because we'll finally be ahead. It's just things kept on
Yeah, we
coming
need
up.
to save. Yeah, if you have more to say, save it because I don't. I'll think of stuff for tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to let them say goodbye to you, but we do love you, just in case they don't say it.
Yeah, they may not say it, but love you. We'll see you soon.